Hey Taurus, Biting Butterfly Tarot here to do your love forecast for the month of November. Thank you for being here today. All the details you need to know are listed down below, and that includes the contest winners for subscribers and the current contest going on. So, yeah. So please take what resonates, leave the rest. Thanks for being here. We have Follow the Leader and Spark. So I kind of feel like Follow the Leader is like follow your intuition. I think that your guides have been sending you like signs and syncs and kind of showing you a way, like a path towards a person or something that would bring happiness in there. It's going to light that spark back within you. And we have number 27, Home. That's been coming out constantly lately. We're going to try to get a couple more. So I do feel it's going to have to deal with your foundation. I just noticed that owl sticking out. Into the Unknown. And Talisman. See, she's paving her own way based upon her higher guidance, her intuition. So these are all good things. You're moving forward, and it looks like love is on the way. Let's see what Follow the Leader and Spark is here for. The Lovers and Occupation. I'm going to get a couple more. So it could be a love situation that you've had on your mind. Distant Horizons and Pathway. So in the near future, you might have to make a choice regarding love. For some of you might have to relocate, and it could also affect your career. But I feel like that's more being preoccupied with thoughts or other things. What about Lovers? Why is that here? Mirrored Energy. And Sirens. So that's something that Spirit is trying to either get them or you to be aware of. So that person, and remember how I said follow your intuition? So if you're seeing those signs and synchronicities pointing you towards a particular path, it's for a reason, definitely. Distant Horizons. Compass. So change in direction because someone was off course. The friend tried to flip out too. Occupation. The Lantern. The light at the end of the tunnel. So if you've just been working your tail off and thinking, you know, when is this going to happen? When am I going to make progress in my love situation? They're saying there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You're so close. Pathway. Oh, a colleague tried to flip out again. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Why is the pathway here, please? Okay, that's the Salmon card, fighting the current, and it's saying go with the flow. So someone might have been resistant to go down this path in the past. In the Garden. So that's the bright side, healing, reflection. We'll get some cards on these to kind of see. What about this Lovers here in the Pathway? Immediate action required or urgency needed. Listen to your intuition. Again, you already know. So they're really driving that home. See the truth of the matter. We're going to find out too. I'm going to get some tarot out and find out why you're resistant or why someone is resistant towards this. It's part of your life path of purpose. Even if, you know, I know some of you don't want somebody else to come back around, that this wouldn't be that story. This is something fated, something that's going to be for your highest good and to bring that spark back. Why is this so urgent? Why is immediate action required, Spirit? Judgment. It's time. 7 of Pentacles. It's been way too long, and there's been way too much stuff happen with the 7 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands. There could have been other parties involved or just things that got in the way. Travel. I'm getting a travel vibe, maybe distance. Could be emotional distance. Strength tried to flip out. What's the truth of the matter? 6 of Cups. This is a soulmate. And justice, and it's time to heal it, and they're saying it's more than time. The Empress. So you might not see this coming. Why is Sirens here with the Lovers? I think they're starting to see it. They're starting to see the practicality in the situation instead of just the, you know, intimacy and the deep connection and the conflict that goes with the intensity. 5 of Swords and the King of Swords. So this is like the truth coming to light, and they also need to learn to listen to their heart, or someone does. Listen to their heart instead of just going off of everything else. We got the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Wands. So it's time. You know, fate's kind of stepping in saying, hey, you know, the Wheel of Fortune, that's also a compass. That's 2 compasses right there saying, hey, it's time to bring this back around. And everybody will have free will in that decision again at the pathway. But I think since it's saying listen to your intuition, everyone's aware on some level. Somebody's just fighting it. What about this intuition? 10 of Cups. It's the happiest card in the deck, guys, next to the Sun. And the 9 of Pentacles. So someone might feel like, I don't, you know, need love. I've got everything I want, I need. There's a hesitancy to kind of move forward. A stalemate situation. Almost like, what would happen if I introduced this back into my life? Because I'm so good. I'm sitting, you know, in the 9 of Pentacles. And there's a level of complacency with that 9 of Pentacles as well. On whoever's energy that is. And then the Knight of Swords, Page of Swords. It's going to be a quick communication. And this truth will come out. And it kind of might surprise you. There might be some aspects of that I'm getting heavily that you might not be aware of, that you might have suspected, that might hurt a little bit. But at the end of the day, it's going to put things in a new perspective and kind of move it forward with the Ace of Cups there. So let's see. Home and Into the Unknown and Talisman. Let's just get all these out. There's a gift, high honor, journey. So it might have taken a long time to come back around. And I'm also getting that relocation again with journey and home. Like something might be at a distance. Main male. We'll get one more. Change. False person and toil and labor tried to come out as well. This is really similar to your weekly reading, I think, last week. So if it resonates, you might want to check that one out. Let's see what this journey and high honor is about. It's going to take a leap of faith. A very scary leap of faith. But the high honor to me is just screaming like, what's for the highest good? Because see, this person feels like home. They're literally like part of your soul tribe. Most definitely. Divine Feminine. So, and Akashic Records, soul contracts. So this is, you know, a really divine, honorable, they hold you in such high honor. I think maybe in the past they put you on a pedestal and you might not realize that. You might have felt like you felt not good enough, and it was actually the opposite. They didn't feel good enough for you, for some of you. Change. Defense. The ball's in their court. So I feel like if they've been defensive in the past or not taking action, that's going to change. Magnifying glass. Taking a deeper look, analysis, logical thought, and then fire extinguisher. This keeps coming out. And that's for people that are in relationships where it's like a roommate dynamic. There could be a great partnership there, but there's no passion or romantical love. That's not going to be for everybody. And the ancestors, with that talisman, they're helping. Follow that intuition. Let's get some advice cards on this. What's the advice here from Spirit with this journey? So it does involve partnerships. Think with your mind. I'm getting a solid vibe of that, though, that somebody thought too much with their mind, especially with this King of Swords over there. So I think they're asking, like, think about it logically, but listen to your heart. Like, obviously, this connection wouldn't be somebody that had really done a lot of horrible things or was toxic. It's not like that at all. Be true to yourself. Be vulnerable. Step out of your comfort zone. And then financial matters. So finances might be playing a role in why this took so long to come back around or to even come forward. This is a result of a terrible misunderstanding. Let's get a deck out for that and see. What was this misunderstanding? something with the High Priestess, there was feelings or secrets there that they never told you. And I feel like it has to do with how much they cared about you and loved you. Now we have the Star, the Devil, and the Tower. So this has been restrictive because like they're tied to you, they're bound to you by their soul, and they know this on some level. They know healing's needed, but also that devil is whatever blockage was standing in the way of this realization. And with the Tower, they're going to figure it out. They're going to be like, all at once, I'm hearing. I wonder how they're going to figure it out. Let's ask Spirit that. How? The World. So there's the World again. Those cycles coming to an end. They want to move forward. 6 of Swords. And there's that 4 of Cups. It was a complete missed opportunity. Once they realize that, it's game over. Game over. There's a lot of pain because this has ended. 3 of Swords and Death. They're so terrified that it's really, really gone. But they're going to try. Page of Wands, because there's that spark still burns. That candle still burns for you, regardless of how long it's been. The Hierophant, the 4 of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. That's going to light the spark. They are really going to own their truth and come forward, which is awesome. And, you know, you'll make the decision based upon your highest good. So let's see what the underlying or hidden energies are that Spirit wants you to be aware of for the month of November in love. So this might be some, I want to say some underlying like things that you might know on some level, but you haven't quite admitted it to yourself. Door to healing and personal happiness, appreciation. So I think this is going to come all to the surface. When they reach out, it's going to be very healing. Goddess of the Moon, number 52. And we're now in eclipse season. So that could be very significant to someone. Let's see what else we got here. Second chakra, Archangel Ariel. Might be need to clear out that chakra. Or it's going to be a big important role in November. Come on, one more. Man holding a coin. It's the King of Pentacles, but your energy. And the Sun, the happiest card in the deck. So they're saying all of this, you know, is going to be kind of brought up to the forefront. What is this door to personal healing and happiness involve? So there was a stalemate or stuck energy, and this communication is going to trigger it. And it's also going to kind of make you realize, I think, what truly has made you happy in the past and what hasn't. And it's a pressing issue. There's a pressing issue regarding this at hand. It could just be the time is now. And this person in the past, or, you know, we all do it from time to time, might be self-sabotaging. Maybe energetically, or not willing to kind of communicate or let this person back in. Fate and destiny. I don't feel that you self-sabotaged. I think that was them when they ran from this connection. What about second chakra? Oh, tried to flip out there. Not owning your truth, being withdrawn. So someone just needs to speak their truth. And once that comes out, there's going to be like a big sense of closure or acceptance that's going to, you know, take a leap of faith came out too. That's going to just open this, heal this connection and either restart it, because the Sun card right in this deck is the number 1, which is a reset, a brand new beginning. Or at the very least, if you don't want this, it's going to give you the closure. That energetic tie is going to be severed at that point. You'll be able to move on with happiness without that energy kind of holding you back from time to time. Attitude and mindset. And I think you'll be able to see and appreciate what you learned from this connection and how important it was to you on some level for some of you. And there's no action required, just an FYI that all this is coming in. That's pretty exciting. So let's get some final advice. I hope that this resonated with you today, Taurus. I hope you join our tribe, subscribe, and, you know, like, comment. I love hearing the stories from you guys. It takes me a while to respond, but I always do. So we have orphaned and regeneration. So all that hurt in the past is going to be healed, and you're going to just kind of, it's going to be a whole new world, I think, for you next year. Anything that you've gone through, I'm hearing in like the past 2 to 3 years, all of that energy is going to kind of clear up, clean it up. See, it's going to clean it up naturally over time. And the universe is co-creating with you. There's an owl, a dragon egg, and like a leopard on that card. I don't know if that's significant to someone. And between worlds. So if you felt like, you know, you're kind of in limbo, or you haven't had the answers, or you're not making the progress that you were hoping to, they're saying like, look, you're halfway there. More than half, I feel, for most of you. Just hang in there. A loyal heart. Because this person has an undying loyalty to you, a love for you. So that's awesome, Taurus. Thank you so much for being here. Come back and see me. Love and light. Take care.